All right, here we go.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back in Southern California. As you can see, I'm in the Malibu gym. If you guys noticed, I was a little bit bigger last time you guys saw me. I've lost some weight. I picked up a parasite this summer, and we'll get into the details of that. But what we're going to talk about today, guys, we're going to kind of update you what we got going on, some upcoming events, the training that we're going to be doing, the projects we've got going on outside of training, just so you guys can stay in the loop, because there's a lot of really cool things going on, and I really want you to be involved in it. So stay tuned, keep watching, it's gonna be a good one. So let's backlog the last time we talked. I was sitting in front of my desk and I was telling you guys about how I'm training to get ready to try to qualify for the Olympics. It's not like a process that you can walk right into for paddling. And since then I went over to Europe, had some crazy times, launched Builder over there, picked up a stomach parasite, which I think I ate bad pasta carbonara in a gas station in the south of France. Don't do that. I literally shit my brains out for 3 weeks and I lost probably about 12 pounds, mostly good pounds, by the way. And now we are back here in Southern California. I was supposed to go to Swim Run World Championships. Some discrepancies between my partner and I. Don't need to get into personal issues with you guys, but let's just say that's not happening anymore. So I immediately had to pivot. Upcoming, what we're gonna be doing right now is, one is the Catalina to Newport Beach paddle in outrigger canoes. They're 9-man teams, 6 men in a boat. Women can do this also. And it's like a 32-mile paddle, and we're just ripping, switching sides, paddling super hard. This is part of the process of trying to become a better paddler for the Olympics. Coming up after that, 100K in the mountains of Big Bear. We are going to be doing a mountain bike race with I think about 10,000 feet of elevation and 60 miles. And then last but not least is an Ironman in Arizona where I'm competing against my buddy Kyle and I'm gonna whoop his fucking ass. Woo! I'm gonna get some reps in real quick and then we'll talk about the next section. Oh, the first set of 5. 5 by 5, baby. I'm trying to get this up to 275 currently. I'm about 20 pounds off.
You got it, you got it.
No big deal.
Yeah.
It's your turn, dude.
Yeah.
Come on.
Oh my God, I'm really about to hit this. You're gonna tell me I'm gonna break myself.
No. I'm do that to a good friend.
All right, let's go.
Everyone on the crew's got to be in shape, dude.
Let's go. Okay, let's go, bro.
You gotta stay in the gym. Don't stop gymming or else you're gonna be like me.
135 for my man.
5?
It's 135. That's not bad, dude. Square up on this bad boy. Don't let him get the best of you.
All right, here we go.
Oh yeah.
I haven't done this shit in a while.
Oh damn. Woo! Oh shit.
Shaking like a fucking noodle right now.
Yeah, dude, that was nice.
Shit. I could go 10 right now, but you know what?
Save it.
It's not my time right now.
All right, dude, that's a good start. I'm gonna try to go 225, 225.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna go 245, then I'm gonna go 255.
Okay.
Risk taker.
Yeah.
No big deal. No big deal. Yeah, this is my biggest issue right now is,
What are these, 45s?
we got 45.
Yeah, these are 45s, right?
Yep, you're good.
Shit, I haven't hit that in a while.
Yeah, so then my issue is when I hit this parasite, dude, I couldn't eat at all. And when you don't eat, you lose muscle, and I wasn't really training that much because I was just fucked up. But I went through antibiotics, parasite medication, all this kind of stuff. And I'm starting to come back as a man. Like I just finally had like a solid meal and didn't throw up. But I'll put it to you this way, my stomach's so sensitive. We went hiking a couple days ago. I hadn't had anything to eat. I drank the Starbucks Frappuccino, I immediately threw it back up. So,
Damn.
yeah, my stomach's still really sensitive.
That's crazy.
Total pussy right now.
Let's go, baby.
The fact that those feel easy now is pretty good, because when I was first starting to train, remember when we did that 1 rep max, 280, 285, that felt like death. So next thing we kind of got going on is, well, this is the most important thing. If you guys are watching this, you're probably inspired about fitness. One thing you can get involved in, and you guys can show up at any of these events and we can have a good time, but the most important thing we've got going on is my friend Austin and I are hosting an event down at the Elite Training Center, the Olympic Training Center in Chula Vista. It's gonna go off October 29th Don't quote me on that, but it's that weekend. And what we're doing is we're giving away big cash prizes. We are hosting, I'm the race director, he's the founder of the company. We're the first people in history to host a public event like this at the training center. So it's absolutely amazing. The finest facilities in the fucking country. It's amazing. And to be an athlete myself and be there is so inspiring. And if you guys are competitors, you want to be spectators, volunteers, we are opening up spots right now. So if you go to my Instagram, there's a link in the bio where you can sign up for any of that kind of stuff. It has to be done in the next 2 weeks, and then we process all the info. So you've got about 2 weeks to get your information on this bad boy. The video will be up in time so you guys can get it done. It's gonna be an all-day competition, 3 different events, and we're gonna be testing all of this kind of battle-ready fitness, this fitness that you would use if you were more of a first responder, a firefighter, a SWAT guy, a military guy, rather than a CrossFitter or an OCR guy. Like OCR is really biased towards running, CrossFit's really biased towards lifting. We're gonna set you guys up so it is the most well-rounded, most challenging experience, but also rewarding experience for you guys who are watching. So if you are an athlete, volunteer, or just a spectator, you gotta check that out. This is a 10% bump.
Mm-hmm.
So these bad boys right here, they help set you up. Just like, you know, if you think about it, look at the size of my wrist compared to the rest of my arm and my pecs and stuff, so it's tiny. You put these little wraps on there, it makes you a little bit stronger for support, so I like them. Some people don't, but I'm trying to get strong, so I don't give a shit. Do I look great in this pink shirt?
You look great, bro.
Spicy.
Yeah.
Thanks. Let's see here.
It's time to get pumping.
I don't know, dude. Gotta get this thing up there.
Let's go. Let's go. Good. Ooh. There we go.
Oh, gosh, that's everything I thought it was gonna be. Fuck. So we're in between sets right now. We're gonna break down the whole Ironman process. Ironman was actually, if you guys don't know what an Ironman is, it's 2.4 miles of swimming, 112 miles of biking, 26 miles of running. So all these incredibly hard distances in their own individual respect, but if you combine them all together, that's what creates the Ironman. Supposedly, the most challenging endurance event on the planet. I got into endurance sports because of Ironman. I followed what was called the Iron War, a battle between Dave Scott and Mark Allen, the 2 greatest triathletes in history. And it was so inspiring because when I first started my career, there wasn't a lot of information about obstacle course racing, and there was only like track and Ironman. And the Ironman athletes seemed to have this kind of edge, this kind of superhuman strength that I was really looking to develop for my sport. So these guys were just doing volume and doing strength training and then swimming like 10,000 meters and then biking 200 miles. Like they were just doing shit that was insane. And it's one of those kind of things that's like always been a driving force for me, but never like something that I actually focused on. Like I've done triathlons, I've done further than Ironmans, but for some reason I've never done one. And I'll admit, like as I'm saying this, I'm nervous. It's one of those kind of things where it's like, sure, I almost was about to do swim run world championships with 6 miles of swimming, but it's broken up. This is 2.4 miles of swimming straight. And then as soon as you're done with that, you don't have time to complain or, you know, wash off or whatever. You have to get on a bike and then bike 112 miles. Now, like, I'm doing a 60-mile mountain bike race and that's pretty crazy, but this is double that distance almost in the middle of swimming and running. And then you get right off the bike, your ass is sore, your legs are fried, you're probably sunburnt and dehydrated because you've been biking for probably 5 hours and you've already swam for about an hour, hour and a half. And now you have to tie on your shoes and you have to run 26 miles, which to most people is one of the most challenging human events on the entire planet. People look at a marathon like it's a mountain in its own. Now at this point you got to imagine you're probably about 6 to 7 hours into exercising continuously. And you have to do one of the more challenging endurance events on the planet. And this is where people's wheels fall off. Like almost always you hear the stories about people like falling apart, crawling on their hands and knees during an Ironman. And we're doing it down in Tempe, Arizona, which is gonna mostly be hot desert sun. And it's one of those kind of things where it's like, I don't wanna die without saying I've never done an Ironman, but I also don't wanna be a person who just did an Ironman. I wanna be and like a true competitor in Ironman. So I'm setting the goal of sub 10 hours. Now, obviously the best people in the world are doing low 7:24, I think it's a world record. So that's something that I can't even fathom like conversating about or ever reaching. It's just not the athlete that I am, but I can tell you right now that I am fully inspired to get this thing done and whoop the shit out of Kyle. Like, I mean, this is personally something I've always wanted to do, but the fact that Kyle's showing up, damn, am I motivated. But I also gonna give you a shout out. BOA is a sponsor of mine. I'm also an investor in the company. I believe that if you think about it, like all the years that we've been doing sports science and exercise science and sports nutrition, we're always getting better. And this is truly the frontier of sports nutrition right here. Like, this is just sodium in a can. And if you don't understand what that means, it's electrolytes inside of a can. You don't have to drink it and then it breaks down. I mean, I have a hydration drink and I think that's incredible, but don't get me wrong. Like, when you are doing something and you're trying to push the human limits, you have to find a way for your body to process, handle, grow, and increase every single time in the best way possible. And this is the frontier of what they're doing in sports nutrition nowadays. It breaks down right in your mouth, goes straight into your body, prevents cramps, increases performance, and they're also increasing their sports line. So I will be racing on behalf of BOA, and anybody who wants some of this stuff, you guys should check it out. I think it's incredible. So more on that, and you can understand if you're out there sweating in the hot sun, the biggest aspect of my training over the next 2 months is going to actually be nutrition, not training. Because I do not want to wither away and die. I still have my goals of being this Olympian in a boat, and I have to be here in the gym driving weight all the time. And most importantly, like, I do not want to be the person who withers away. I already had a parasite. I'm not going to let it keep me down now. So you guys hold me accountable in the comments. Don't let me get skinny.